A Russian cargo plane has been downed in Sudan with Russian citizens on board. Allegedly, the aircraft, an IL-76, was operated by Airline Transport Incorporation (FZC), a company based in the United Arab Emirates. First video allegedly captures the moment of the crash and the aftermath. Second shows the crash site from the ground. Russian Federation passports were found on the site. Sudanese Rapid Support Forces report via their social media that they shot down a cargo jet in western Sudan. They released a statement that they had destroyed an Antonov aircraft used by the Sudanese military as a bomber. However, the wreckage shows that in fact an IL-76 cargo plane was actually shot down. In particular, a flight safety manual was found on which the name of the airline and the aircraft's tail number were listed. This helped to identify the downed IL-76T aircraft, tail number EX76011, which belongs to the Kyrgyz airline New Way Cargo Airlines. Previously, the airplanes of this airline were accused of transporting military cargo from the United Arab Emirates to Chad, from where these cargoes were then delivered to the Rapid Support Forces. Prior to that, one of the New Way Airlines aircraft was involved in air transportation in support of the Libyan National Army Forces of General Khalifa Haftar, in violation of the arms embargo imposed by the UN Security Council. A badge of one of the crew members was also found, identifying him as the chief engineer of the Airline Transport Corporation (FZC), a company based in the free zone of Sharjah International Airport in the United Arab Emirates. In addition, a Russian passport of one of the crew members was found. There is currently no information about the surviving crew members. In October, the Sudanese army destroyed a Russian Federal M armored vehicle used by local militants of the Rapid Support Forces group. In the battles for the capital Khartoum, government forces during the clearing of the Al-Lamap area knocked out units of the Rapid Support Forces and destroyed their equipment, including one Federal M armored vehicle. The 5th Assault Brigade destroyed Russian equipment including tanks and BMPs. Drones have emerged as a dominant force on the battlefield in Ukraine, playing a crucial role in shaping the conflict's dynamics. Their versatility and precision have made them highly effective in reconnaissance, targeting, and direct attacks, fundamentally altering modern warfare. In particular, drones have been instrumental in decimating Russian armored vehicles, using guided munitions to strike tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and artillery with devastating accuracy. Their ability to evade traditional defenses and strike from above has exposed vulnerabilities in Russian armor, allowing Ukrainian forces to neutralize key assets without risking large numbers of troops. As the war evolves, drones are proving to be game changers, setting the stage for a new era of military tactics. India has announced that it has returned 85 of its citizens who were recruited into the Russian military. Indian Foreign Minister Vikram Misra said in an official statement that the Indian authorities continue to work on the release of another 20 people. The issue of the release of Indians has become a key one for New Delhi after at least 9 Indian citizens were killed on the front line of the war in Ukraine. Indian authorities are in close contact with the Russian Foreign and Defense Ministries regarding citizens called up for military service. According to Misra, about 85 people have already returned home, although there have been cases of returning the bodies of the dead. About 20 Indians are still in the Russian military, and the Indian authorities are working hard to get them released. The recruitment of Indian nationals into the Russian army was stopped in April 2024. Another bukanka, worth $15,000, has been targeted by 2 kamikaze drones. The installed electronic warfare system didn't help, so the guys are not very alive now.
Вот вчера наши ребята попали под обстрел. 2 комика у них улетело. Он стоит рэп. И ничего не помогло. Не сильно живут, не сильно здоровы. Вот такая вот штука.
Russia has transferred soldiers of the strategic missile forces, operators of nuclear launchers, to the infantry for the war against Ukraine. Russian activists assisting the newly formed unit with material support released the video with the statement. Today we have resupplied the 1st Regiment of the Strategic Missile Forces, which performs the tasks of an ordinary separate rifle regiment in the Kursk direction, Russian activist and volunteer Vladimir Grubnik said. He noted that the 1st Composite Regiment of the Russian Armed Forces is fighting as a regular infantry unit with small arms in the form of separate battalions. The unit has not received the necessary means of communication, so volunteers have provided them with civilian Chinese radio stations. In his opinion, the reason for their involvement is the lack of mobilization and an acute shortage of personnel in units on the front line, which forced them to scoop up contractors from non-infantry units, in particular the Russian Aerospace Forces and the Russian Armed Forces.
Today we are handing over the 1st Regiment of Strategic Missile Troops, part of the Russian Armed Forces, a batch of radio equipment. Many may wonder, why are we putting DMR in strategic troops? The answer is simple. These units have formed rifle battalions combined into a regiment. These are now performing the task of separate rifle battalions of a rifle regiment with appropriate armament. It's clear all military personnel must serve. Any soldier should be ready to take up a rifle. But ideally, since our army is the 2nd largest in the world, specialization should still hold, because otherwise it makes no sense. There are questions raised. Why is this happening? Do we really not have reserves? And surely we need to conduct mobilization. Do we seriously lack personnel, apart from the sufficiently specialized military personnel who shouldn't have to take on these tasks? That is, they can perform tasks of a rifle battalion, but overall, who will perform the tasks when we reach the final phase of our standoff, a nuclear confrontation? Interacting with the enemy, we'd want to have specialists remaining by then, not wiped out in some yet another skirmish.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.